show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Alrighty then, it's a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're bringing you two more movies that are out there for your viewing pleasure. First, we are going to talk about the new Amazon Prime movie, One Night in Miami. It is starring Kingsley Ben-Adir.
Want a complete IC assessment of what just happened? Sources and methods? You have to protect this country for the rest of my term and prepare the incoming president for the threat he's about to face.
That was him playing Barack Obama.
But in this one, he plays Malcolm X.
Yeah, he plays Malcolm X. So he goes from Barack Obama to Malcolm X. You know, complete two different figures. That's the Comedy Report, the TV. But he's been everything from Peaky Blinders, High Fidelity. If you didn't see High Fidelity,
I didn't see
that
the
TV
new,
show.
I didn't see the new one. I didn't see the new.
Yeah, they canceled it, but
it's good now.
yeah, but the season was awesome.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, it retold the movie.
Yeah.
So, but in a different, or the book, I should say,
yeah.
but in a different way, and I thought it was great.
Who else is in this?
Also, Aldous Hodge.
Queens Ranger. Don't dig ditches no more, but I do dig graves for those who cross me.
He plays Jim Brown in this movie.
Jim Brown. Jim Brown.
Yeah, one of the greatest NFL players of all time. He did 1,846 yards in a single season.
I mean, he's still around too. He's still doing stuff.
Yeah, he does movies and all the above. But all this is known. His first scene ever done was in Die Hard. Die Hard with a Vengeance with Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis.
Oh my god!
And he did everything from Friday Night Lights to Leverage, The Sixth Gun, Jack Reacher. He was in that.
He sort of had like a sort of Carl Weathers type run in movies. You know, like Carl Weathers or even Terry Crews. You know,
yeah. He was in one of your favorite movies, The Invisible Man, last year.
I did like The Invisible Man.
And he's in the DCU, so he's a superhero in the next year or two.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be playing Hawkman.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The Black Adam movie.
Yeah. A lot of people thought he's going to be just the new Captain America.
That's Anthony
Mackie, ridiculous person.
Yeah, that's Anthony Mackie. That's the movie we were originally supposed to do.
So was Aldous Hodge? What is he going to be in DCU?
He's going to be Hawkman.
Hawkman, okay.
Carter Hall.
I got him mixed up.
Hawkman guy has big bird wings.
Yeah, okay.
He has a mace.
Yeah, okay.
It's from Egypt.
So who else?
People.
Who else is in this?
Ellie Gorey's in it as well.
Eli Gorey.
You don't want to get
Eli
tapped.
Gorey. I'm sorry, I don't know. I said Ellie.
You don't want to get tapped. But take my advice this time. Be an animal before they kill you like one.
It's from Riverdale, correct?
Yes, correct. He was Mad Dog in Riverdale when Archie went to prison. Spoiler alert, I guess. He's also in Ballers with The Rock as Quincy Carter. Does a great job in that as well.
In this, he plays Cassius Clay, a.k.a. Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. I fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Nobody as pretty as me. Nobody.
And then finally, we got Leslie Odom Jr.
We got Leslie Odom Jr.
Plays Tim Cook, right?
Yes.
We know exactly what happened. You can't stop and frisk anymore, so now you shoot to stop.
So that's from Law & Order SVU.
I know. I purposely found something that wasn't Hamilton, not because I like Hamilton, but I just wanted him to be known for something else, to be honest, to be 100% honest. You know, he does some good acting. He was in Person of Interest. He's done Supernatural. He did The Vanished. Oh, I remember The Vanished. Vanished was awesome. He was in Gotham, and he's done other things too, $1 series, We Bear Bears, like a bunch of different stuff. So I just wanted to hear something else. So then the second movie we're doing is Promising Young Women. Promising Young Women is starring Carey Mulligan.
Woman. Promising Young Woman. You're saying man.
That's what I said.
Man.
What man? That's what.
Okay. Carey Mulligan.
Well, we shouldn't have done it in the first place, but if you ever do it again, which is a favor to women everywhere. You should not. But if you do, you should be wearing condom on condom and then wrap it in electrical tape.
So that's something from inside Llewyn Davis, Coen Brothers film that I really enjoyed. But
yeah,
it's pretty funny.
She's a very well-known British actress. I mean, she's been doing since 2005. Her first movie was Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
You know, where do you go from there? And she's been in Doctor Who. She was in the movie Public Enemies. She was in The Great Gatsby. I mean,
there's also tons of people in this movie that like Jennifer Coolidge, man, fucking Stifler's mom. You know,
yeah.
And
then the one of the standout performances we'll talk about later here, Bo Burnham.
Is that it is not honest. It is the exact opposite of honest. Where instead of people actually telling their stories, you got a bunch of millionaire metrosexuals who've never done a hard day's work in their lives, but they figured out the words and the phrases they can use to pander to their audience, and they list the same words and phrases off sort of Mad Lib style in every song, raking in millions of dollars from actual working class people. You know the words, you know the phrases like a dirt road, a cold beer, a blue jeans, a red pickup, a rural noun, simple adjective. No shoes, no shirt, no Jews. You didn't hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is Bo Burnham. I love that song. I'm sorry.
Bo Burnham, to me, he's probably a genius, right?
Yeah, he's a great stand-up comedian, and we've seen him in stuff over the past couple of years where, you know, he's got his acting chaps going.
He wrote and directed 8th Grade.
Yeah, 8th Grade, and yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like he found his way in with his comedy and just is going at it. I mean, just like Jordan Peele. Yeah. Let's be honest, or Eddie Murphy, or anybody you want to throw out there that went from comedy to just doing everything.
And something you want to talk about is Clancy Brown.
Oh my God! Play the Clancy Brown clip.
Boys and girls selling themselves to men and women. A nickel buys a virgin. Some are kept in cages. Babies bought by men who raise them as livestock. Animals to abuse. Soft flesh to violate, to tear and bite. If anyone causes even one of the little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a large millstone hung around his neck and be drowned in the depths of the sea. They must open their eyes. They must open their mouths and drown.
Oh my God. I think he's one of the most unappreciated actors of our generation.
You guys should have seen Neil's face. It looked like he was orgasming.
Oh my God. Every time. I love that guy. And of course, there's a bunch of other people. Adam Brody's in this.
Laverne Cox.
Laverne Cox from Orange is the New Black. And
Alison Brie,
like
man.
that.
Alison Brie's in this?
Jennifer Coolidge, the original MILF.
Yeah.
The original MILF.
Alison Brie,
you know, Allie Hart, Alison Brie.
Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
Man, that's just a huge movie. We'll talk about it. Yeah. Let's get back to our regular scheduled program.
Well, this is, I'll go ahead and give our deets.
Yeah, do it.
We're all over the internet, guys. We have a website, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're also on Instagram at moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. And we're everywhere you find podcasts, including where you're listening to us now. And
we're on Pornhub.
At some point. Yes, I'm working on it.
I mean, there's that one video I did, but, we try not to make too public announcements about that. How's your week been?
Well, who's our sponsor, man?
Oh, I got a sponsor, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay. Today's sponsor is Boulevard Trash. Yes, Boulevard Trash is a punk rock record store specializing in punk, hardcore, metal, and rock and roll clothing, accessories, oddities, and much more. They're located in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and have existed since 2015. This is a cool little shop that's right down the road for me. Me and my wife have been there several times. They got records, old T-shirts.
Next time I come down there, we have to go there.
Oh yeah, it's a very small shop, dude. Okay. I'm telling you.
So they're winning occupancy. I'm sure like to 5 or 10 people at a time, aren't they?
I don't know. I haven't been in there since. I haven't been there really like when that has been a problem. Okay. I guess it's usually just the two of us.
Yeah.
Like right now, they're advertising the Pennycocks. You know the Pennycocks, right? They just got their original album autographed. Man, they got a lot. They just keep going. But yeah, good punk rock store. They're at 1545 South Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma. You can look them up at, if you want to buy anything from the store online, you can look them up at boulevardtrashpunk.com.
Well, I'm excited to go there. I'm excited to go there now. I mean, I'm always excited to come and see you, pal.
So it's only because you like seeing me naked.
That is not true.
All right, lie to the fans.
Okay.
Anyway,
I was all right. I had Tuesday off. I went to Mills Record Company and bought a few three things. Yeah, my week's been all right, man. I've been busy as fuck at work, which is good and bad, I guess.
I got drunk midday yesterday.
You got drunk yesterday? How was that?
It was great. It was great to get drunk.
Oh, that was right. I did text you and you go, "I'm drunk already." I'm like, "What?"
I went. My mother-in-law threw a inauguration party.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah. By the way, today on the day of recording this and yesterday is now President Biden. It's not President Trump.
Yeah, President Biden is now the president, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah. Honestly. Very pleased about this.
But yeah, we totally. My mother-in-law smoked a beer can chicken.
Nice.
She bought a little smoker that she's had.
Yeah.
And she's been smoking meats for like the last week, like just smoking everything. And we sat there and watched the inauguration of him and Vice President Harris, and I got really drunk on champagne and rum. And then I came home and was like, I got to watch 2 movies. I need to sober up. So it was great, and we got a king-size bed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for like $400 altogether.
Damn,
the frame and everything.
It's awesome.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I can get on my bed now.
So you got it for cheap, so that means someone was murdered on it, right? And you just sort of just flipped it over?
No. It's brand new out of the package.
Right.
It's one of those mattresses they send you in a box. Cut it open.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Thermopedic.
Yeah.
Tempur-Pedic. Thermopedic. I don't know.
Yeah, Tempur-Pedic. Yeah,
whatever. And yeah, we got a nice frame that goes underneath that has enough space that we can put shit underneath the bed.
Oh, nice.
Stuff like that. So that's really cool. I mean, I was happy about that.
Yeah.
It's one of the cooler things of the week. Let's see.
I don't really have much to add to that. I just know that here in like any minute now, a Thai food will show up, and I'll have to wait till after the podcast to eat it. So
a typhoon.
Thai food. From Thailand type food.
Oh, you're having food delivered from Thailand?
Not from Thailand, just from a Thai orchid. You're like, yeah.
Why would you order food at the beginning of why we're trying to record?
It's my brother's shit. He wants to eat.
Oh, okay.
He was like, fuck that.
Make no sense. You make no sense. Anyway, yeah, there's gosh, besides that, what did I do all week? Oh, I discovered that you can, if you own an Xbox, you can stream it through Windows 10.
Yeah, I found that out too.
On any computer.
But I don't own an Xbox. It's just that someone said that to me. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah. So, like, we can have the TV going anywhere, and wherever my laptop is, I can just turn it on stream. I can go turn the Xbox on really quick, turn it on streaming, and I can stream it anywhere.
That's cool. That is cool.
Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk 2077. I'm like deep into the story. I think I'm like near the end almost of the actual storyline.
Yeah, and then there's tons
of
other
I've been doing
stuff
all
to
the
do, right?
side. Yeah, I'm doing all the side quests and shit like that.
Here's my thing with side quests is that when I get a movie not a movie, but a game like that, I want to do all the side quests, so I never get done. Like I'm like, well, I don't want to finish it up without doing the side quest,
Yeah. Well, the side quest in Cyberpunk is just really fucked up. Like, let me think of one where I don't ruin the story of anything. Okay, here we go. So one side quest is you're helping a detective try to kill a murderer or no, a murderer's in a coma, and you're trying to figure out how to go inside their dreams so you can find the detective's nephew that's been kidnapped. The murderer or the murderer's name or nickname is Peter Pan because he's 17 years old and he kidnaps kids younger than him and puts them in comatose states so he can do things to them.
That's fucked up.
It is severely fucked up. And that's just a side quest. That is one of the side quests.
They're hundreds. I mean,
yeah, and I've been through a lot of them. Like, every time I go through one, I try to explain it to my wife in a short little distance so I can be like, this is the side quest I'm working on now. And she just looks at me and she's like, this game is really fucked up. It's cool, but man, is it fucked up.
So, full stop real quick.
I don't know, man. I'm still waiting for my weed license.
Yeah. Oh, it should have been in the mail at some point.
I don't know. It still says it's submitted. I've been checking in on it every single day ever since I paid for it because, you know, I pay that much money for something. I want to know the results. In fact, while I'm on air right now, I'm going to check it again.
So I remember that, God, what's his name? The Tom Segura. He has this bit where he says that he was outside of a weed shop and this guy didn't have his weed card, and he was like, this was back when California still required you to have a card. And the guy's like, I forgot my card. He's like, can't wait to say, oh, come on, man. And the guy's like, oh, okay. I'll let you in. Like, it was that easy.
He was like, whatever, dude. Yeah. See you later. I don't know if that's legal or, you know, if people actually do that here. Because here the way I hear about it, since I've not been in one yet, is that they're pretty anal about it.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine. So they don't want to get, the federal government's still illegal. But, hey, man, let's talk movies.
Whoa! Yes!
Oh, wait.
Woo!
Accepted?
Right here. Approved.
Nice, dog.
Yes!
Awesome.
I am approved. I have a medical marijuana license.
So what did the doctor tell you? Like, what did you tell the doctor that was your problem?
When I talked to the doctor, I mean, she was like, you know, honestly, you could tell that because they just do one appointment after another.
Yeah.
You know, which is understandable. Because they're making, you know, $50 to $100 per shot of this, you know. And the lady's like, well, why do you want it? And I told her, it's like, I have memory problems because of an injury from a rental scooter. I go, but I also have back pain problems from when I fell off a telephone pole. And she's just like, so you fell off a telephone pole and you've been hit by a car on a rental scooter. And I was like, yeah. I go, my face had 4 fractures in it. My spinal cord when I had the accident had like 3 different floating bones and all this stuff. And she's like, really? Yeah, I'm going to sign this. I was like, all right. Something else exciting that happened yesterday. I just now remember this because I was drinking yesterday and I forgot.
Wait, so you forgot yesterday why you were drinking? You remember why you were drinking? And then you
No. There's something that happened that I just remember that's kind of cool. A friend of mine knows somebody in the pro wrestling business here in Oklahoma.
Who is it?
And I don't want to say names or anything.
Fair.
Just
I
in case
the wrestler.
Oh, no, I not going to say any names. And it's not a wrestler. It's somebody in the business. Okay. So it could be a PA. It could be a manager. Just saying somebody they know.
Maybe you may be able to do some announcing or commentating?
They said that maybe I could, do some stuff because it's local stuff. It's not. It's not like it's big WWE.
But local stuff's always fun, like when it comes to local. Yeah. Cool, man.
And I was like, man, and I guess the person messaged my friend back that you said this the last time you tried to introduce me, and the person wasn't really a wrestling fan. I was like, wait a minute. I go, can I borrow your phone for a second since I don't have this person's number? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay, snap. Sent the pictures of my tattoos. And then I sent this nice paragraph that says, hi, my name is Neil, and I know you've been let down before, but let me tell you about me. I've been to 3 WrestleManias. I was front row when WWF bought WCW. I was there when Cactus Jack and Terry Funk got thrown off the stage. I was there the night that Becky Lynch got her nose broken and became the man. And I go, I just want a wrestling buddy. That's all. If you want more, I get it. We'll do more.
So, by the way, guys, Neil would definitely do WrestleMania in Dallas in 2022. So go ahead.
You mean April 3rd, 2022?
So if you guys go to Patreon right now, I'll make sure that Neil gets enough money to get WrestleMania.
I should make a Send Neil to WrestleMania T-shirt.
Do it Indiegogo. And that'd be cool. I mean, if you need someone to go with, dude, I have places to stay in Dallas.
All right. My wife wants to go. All right, and that's cool and anything like that. But this is the thing I'm telling everybody. All right, this is WrestleMania. This isn't a show we're going to for 2 hours. WrestleMania is 6 hours long. All right, so for 6 hours, you're watching wrestling. It's WrestleMania. It's not, a small little show at a gymnasium or at the BOK or the Sprint Center.
It's WrestleMania. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, it's fucking WrestleMania. There's going to be hours of fucking wrestling. And not only do I want to go to WrestleMania, I want to go the night after, too, to Monday Night Raw.
Okay, so I will see what the deal is. I do have places we can stay, like my mom's house. So
your mom lives in Dallas?
Yeah. Or right outside Dallas. And my dad lives in...
I'll be drunk the whole time. I just want you to know.
My dad lives in Fort Worth.
Be drunk and stoned the whole time.
I think the only person that... my dad would let us stay. But, I have a feeling he doesn't... I don't know. We'll figure it out.
And this is the way we always got to say it. And we'll get into the movie right after this. Yeah. And then I'm sorry about this, guys. We kind of went a little long here. But the thing is, you're bringing me to a location where those people have never met me.
That's what I'm getting at.
And don't realize, as much as I'm crazy, loud, and an asshole, that I really do have a heart of gold, and my heart's in the right place.
You're very polite to people.
I'm very polite to people, but I'm very fucking rude to people when they need to be rude to. It's not,
So
and the thing is,
I know it's WrestleMania, or when it comes to wrestling, you're always gonna boo the heel, right? Like the heel in the tournament, you have to boo him, right? That's like a thing you have to do, right?
My favorite wrestler of all time,
right? Roddy Piper, who was a heel, wasn't he?
And he's a heel. So you tell me if I boo heels.
Okay, that's a good question.
I'm that asshole. I'm the guy, everybody's like, yeah, Rocky! And I'm like...
We won't know who will be in the match until very much early this year, right? Will be WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Did you listen to...
That's a year... no, this is 2022. So, we got plenty of time.
Real quick
just
question.
The day of the tickets.
Yeah. I didn't listen to it yet, but you listened to Undertaker on Joe Rogan's podcast?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Tulsi Gabbard's on there today, but I'll check that stuff out tomorrow.
All right. We're talking too much about our lives.
One night in Miami.
One night in Miami. Set it up for us, sir.
I was born by the river.
One Night in Miami. One Night in Miami is a fictional account of one incredible night where icons Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown gathered discussing their roles in the civil rights movement and culture upvibe of the 60s.
Yes.
Directed by Regina King.
Regina King.
Did you know this?
Her first directorial debut for just directing. She's done other things like directed TVs and stuff.
She's an actress.
Yeah, she's a great actress.
She's a great actress. She's been in so much stuff. She's started in 227, which was a favorite show of mine growing up. She's in Boys in the Hood, Justice, New York Undercover. She was in fucking Friday, man.
The Watchmen. She was in the new Watchmen, man.
Yes.
Big Bang Theory. She's in everything. And
Legally Blonde too.
Dude, if Beale Street Could Talk from 2018, that movie that no one talked about, but it made it up there. And she directed this, and it's based off a play like The Boys in the Band that we saw earlier this year. Mm-hmm. It's based on a play, and you can kind of tell by watching it just the way that it's shot and written. So
this was a play?
This was a play.
Okay, good. I was gonna say because I didn't know I didn't research the writing part. I researched just I saw that she was the director, and then something happened. I don't know. Maybe I was tired from
the writers was Kent Powers. He wrote the play and also wrote the screenplay. So he also did the story and screenplay for fucking Soul. So right there, and also he's a staff writer for Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, like that. I mean, I took a look. As soon as I saw the main scene, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when it got to the main location, which is the hotel.
Yeah.
I was like, this was a play.
Yeah.
Like I could just tell right off the back. I was just like, this is a play.
Do you want to go over who's in this again? So Kingsley.
Oh man, let's we'll do the list.
Kingsley Ben-Adir as Malcolm X.
Want a complete IC assessment of what just happened? Sources, methods. You have to protect this country for the rest of my term. And prepare the incoming president for the threat he's about to face.
Who else?
Aldous Hodge.
Queens Ranger. Don't dig ditches no more, but I do dig graves for those who cross me.
Who else?
He also played MC Ren in Straight Outta Compton.
Shit, I fucking
and
love
I
that
couldn't.
movie.
I was trying to get a clip of that, and then I couldn't find one. And then so while I was doing all the stuff today, I actually watched Straight Outta Compton in the background while I was doing it, and he didn't have many lines in that fucking movie. Like anyway, next is Eli Gorey.
And who did he play?
He played the one, the only Muhammad Ali.
You don't want to get tapped. But take my advice this time. Be an animal before they kill you like one.
And finally, who's the last guy that's in the hotel room?
And last but not least, Leslie Odom Jr. playing the one, the only, the great, one of the greatest R&B singers in the history of mankind.
Dude, one of the greatest singers of all time, right?
Yeah, period. Sam Cooke. Well,
sorry.
Go ahead.
We know exactly what happened. You can't stop and frisk anymore, so now you shoot to stop.
Yeah, and to be honest, that's one of the greatest singers of all time. If you want to get laid, America, Al Green, Marvin Gaye, Sam Cooke. I mean, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, and also in this is Lance Reddick as Kareem X, and Bo Bridges shows up in this as Mr. Carlton, and Michael Imperioli. You guys know him from as he plays Angelo Dundee, but I mean the main people in this are Kingsley, Eli, Aldous, and Leslie, and oh my god, are they all fucking amazing?
These four guys played their character. Not only did they bring the individual spark that each character needs, because to be honest, when you got four people that famous with that much charisma, let's be honest, all four of those people are big charisma bastards.
Yeah.
All of them. Malcolm X, huge charisma.
Yeah.
Jim Brown, huge charisma. Freaking Muhammad Ali, come on.
Yeah.
He is the man. Because of him, he started ripping on people, and he was the ultimate bad guy, good guy.
And Sam Cooke, and there's documentaries about all these people, including Sam Cooke, where he started playing stuff at the Chitlin Circuit, and then started playing stuff at the Copacabana, and all those people are monsters of culture themselves, and not monsters, but they're all juggernauts of the culture.
Juggernauts of the culture of, and this is all taking part right at the civil rights time.
Yeah. If you guys, by the way, if you guys don't know about Malcolm X, I would recommend, or at least this time of the civil rights movement, I would recommend doing a bit of reading Malcolm X, especially the context before and after. What takes place, because a lot of people want to vilify Malcolm X, but I mean, I think he was a fucking hero in my opinion. But yeah,
no, you know why people want to villainize him? Because it's the white devil.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, it's Republicans. It's literally it's literally the people that can't see other things. And this is what I said to my wife yesterday.
Yeah,
I said there, and I
you
this
watched
is
this
slightly
yesterday?
Political. Yeah.
Okay.
But also the inauguration and everything. I think I figured out what's wrong with the difference between a Democrat and a Republican.
What's the difference?
they both see a brand new thing over there. There's a brand new thing. They've never seen that thing before. Neither one of them.
Right.
The Democrat goes, I see that new thing over there. I want to know everything about that new thing so I can understand it and it be part of my society.
To understand it and to embrace it. Yes.
Yeah, right. To embrace it. Embrace it. Then the Republican sees that same item and goes, that thing's new. I don't want it anywhere near me. Get it the fuck away from me.
It scares the hell out of me. Yeah.
It scares the hell out of me. I don't want to learn anything new. And that's the way I feel about that. But anyway, let's not get too political. Back to this movie. So these four actors, man.
Dude, it's incredible. No point was I not in 100%, by the way. I was in 100%. All the dialogue is spot on. It was funny. It was also heartbreaking. It was enlightening. You learned a lot of things by watching this movie. And I honestly can't say anything bad about it. I understand people not knowing the history of it. I recommend anyone to just do a quick Wikipedia search on all these people. But all the people in it, Malcolm X, Cassie Slater, and Sam Cooke, and also just go on Spotify and just revel in Sam Cooke for a little bit because he's an amazing singer. And it's just...
Yeah, and the thing is about this, too, is... Boys in the Band that we watched.
Oh yeah.
With Jim Parsons.
Which was also fantastic.
Also fantastic. Is just about the same area. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those movies that it makes you think a little bit and maybe makes you think about, hey, this is only 60 years ago?
Yeah.
This is only 60 years ago.
Yeah.
And gentlemen back then had to go through a way harsher time than they do now. Still going through a harsh time in America.
Especially since the last president we had, being President Trump. He all these people that were hiding underground came out and thought it was okay to be an asshole.
Yeah. And I just I 100% I absolutely love this movie. Yeah. I thought it was great. The characters playing off of each other. The dialogue in this movie is to fucking die for.
Yeah.
It's dialogue every actor dreams about.
Yeah, every play you watch, this is the dialogue they want in it. And because and it takes place mostly in a hotel room, and you learn a lot about the people under the cult of personality have. You learn about what's under that and sort of the things that they were thinking about. And it's based in shot on true events, so it's not exactly probably what they thought it said, obviously, but it's definitely it says a lot.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's one of those movies that it's there's four black men, and even though they're all famous on a different
powerful black men,
yeah, four powerful black men during the civil rights, and it's not just that, but the fact is, at some point in this movie, you forget that they're all four powerful black men and that they're just men trying to get through the fucking hand that life dealt them.
Yeah.
And it's really touching.
It definitely moves you. And this movie was fucking incredible. It needs to get watched. I think it needs to get watched. And I think it will.
Yeah.
Do you want to go through the quotes and then we're going to score?
Oh, yeah. I got some good quotes here. Man, I was drinking that day. All right. If I get any more of his blood on my trunks, my mama will never forgive me. That's a bad Muhammad Ali. You ever make $250,000 singing? Until you do, shut the fuck up. What's good news for the sheep can be bad news for the wolf. You don't understand why a bunch of white businessmen might be a little strung up by a guy who says they're all natural born demons. You watch wrestling? Yes, my favorite wrestler of all time is Gorgeous George because he's so pretty.
I bet you were all about that, weren't you?
Oh, good. Because Gorgeous George, really quick side note. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be like the Ric Flairs. There wouldn't be the, people that are legendary today.
Wrestling would be what it is today without Gorgeous George.
Yeah, he's the first guy to do the promo, do the, piss everybody off in the whole arena to they actually wanted to stab and kill him.
Oh my God.
Because they didn't know it was an act back then. I told you he was ugly. You should see him up really close. Oh my God. Oh, dude, what's wrong? Why am I so pretty? Sorry. Did you just hear Brother Jim say he has blue balls? You don't need a religion for that. You could just join a gang. But what's the difference?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Yeah, right? Oh man, I wrote down a lot of these.
There's so much to write down.
There's so much. Here. Everybody talks about wanting a piece of the pie. Me, I want the goddamn recipe. Yeah. And then I'll just finish with this one. Yeah. This is one strange fucking night.
Right, so my score, if I'm going to give it a score, because I do think people should watch this movie, it's a 4.5.
Yeah, I agree with you.
This is one of the best movies I've seen this year, and it's
it was a good movie. It was a really, 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 really good movie.
What's your score? 4.5 as well?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say the whole time.
So the consensus. Isn't that fucked up that we have the same score for this?
I mean, I know it's a play. If tomorrow I heard this was a play here where I could see it, I would spend money out of my fucking account and go. Even though it'd cost me like an extra $100 because it's day of, I'll fucking go.
Critics' consensus is a haunting. Oh, I'm sorry. What is the audience score for this?
Oh, the audience score?
Yeah.
84.
83. You're really close.
One up. Yeah, all right. I'm back on track. The last episode I was not on track.
I know. But what is the critic score on this?
96.
You're close. 98.
Damn. Yeah. I'm doing good. I'm back in it, man. I was really down after the last episode about it.
The critic consensus. Oh, I'm sorry. The critic's consensus is hauntingly powerful reflection on larger-than-life figures. One Night in Miami finds Regina King in command of her craft in her feature directorial debut. And yeah, Regina King did a fucking great job on this. I can't recommend this movie enough. Not to Republicans even, but they're gonna find things they don't like about it. They're gonna say Malcolm X said this, or they're gonna say Muhammad Ali said this. But to me, this is a movie that has a lot to say. It's a social message, especially now. I mean, I watched this before Biden got inaugurated, so it was still a big question mark for what happened that day.
Yeah. I read books about Malcolm X, and I've seen a lot. And like even when I was a teenager, I wanted to wear Malcolm X shirts, but I knew I was white.
That's fair.
And I didn't want to get beaten up or I already lived in the ghetto, in a ghetto trailer park, and so like I didn't want more reasons for people to hate me. And so if you haven't noticed this, I do wear a lot of shirts that have X's on them. And it's because I am a fan of Malcolm X. Like even the shirt I'm wearing today,
Brody Lee
has an
exalted
X.
and one exalted. Yeah.
Oh, this is Brody Lee. This is a shirt. Not to make it about this, but I do for half a second. This is Brody Lee. This is the professional wrestler that died a couple weeks ago.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. This shirt, all the money for his merchandise goes 100% to his family.
Nice.
And the wrestling program keeps on doing things with his family and giving them money and helping them. Really sad tragedy, really cool guy. But anyway, not to make it about that. But even back in the day, like I always had like different X symbols on my chest, and people didn't realize that I'm in it as something different.
Yeah, and the thing is about this movie is it has a lot to say. And I think people who will go into it and they'll feel uncomfortable at some points, which is a shame. I mean...
Yeah, it is what it is. But the thing is, that's what art is. Art should make you provoke thought. Art should make you question what you believe.
Yeah, 100%. And That's what it should do. And I'm gonna recommend this to everyone to go watch One Night in Miami. And a lot of people are saying that that want to watch something because Amazon original. But I mean, the last movie, the number one movie 2020 was an Amazon original. So go ahead and use your time to watch this and anything Amazon has to offer, because they're putting out a lot of good shit, and this is no exception. This is an incredible movie, and I think it's the most important movie, one of the most at least, to come out this year. I really feel like you need.
This was a great one. To be honest, I'm just really happy with everything going on with it.
So yeah, go see One Night in Miami. All right, pal, you got news?
I like every fucking song on this album so far.
Which one? Are you ready to go? You got news?
Let's do it. This is the movies that don't suck and some that do news reel. This is when we tell you about new stuff going on, and most of it just so I can see Chris's reaction.
I'm ready. I'm ready to give my reaction.
All right, you ready for the first one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
One of the most famous kid movies of all times is getting a prequel.
Huh. So kids movies. This is pretty broad, so you have to give me a little more hints on this.
There was a first version that was popular, and the second version, a remake, that was really popular as well.
Dude, is it, there puppets involved?
Huh?
Are there puppets involved?
No.
Okay, give me more.
Okay. Two of the most famous actors of all times played the main role.
That's not helping. That's not helping me at all.
One was in the 70s and one was in the last 20 years. 10 years.
Just tell me. I'm gonna give up.
Willy Wonka will be having a prequel.
What?
Casting short list to play the young Willy Wonka is Tom Holland, aka Spider-Man.
I can see that.
Or Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Yes.
Okay. Well. Okay. I'm all about either of them. I can see them in the Willy Wonka attire, and I'm sure they'll be wearing that when they're, capturing Oompa Loompas to bring them back to their factory. But I can do this. It's just I'm not sure Roald Dahl, who I'm sure that he didn't.
This is the way I see it. Willy Wonka is one of the fucking biggest characters of all time.
Yeah.
There's been two movies, one by the great Gene Wilder, and the other one by the great Johnny Depp. And both of them did their own version, both of them equally good.
Yeah.
Even though Gene Wilder gave us, if you want to view paradise, just take a look around and you will.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I'm down for it, man. Make it creepy, make it weird, make it something that Marilyn Manson can write a song about 10 years later.
Is the director attached yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But that's all the info I got.
Okay, all right.
One of the biggest comedy trilogies of all times is looking to remake.
What's the reboot for this one?
Here, I'll give you the two people involved and see if you can guess what they're remaking.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Writer-director Seth MacFarlane.
Okay.
Family Guy.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Million Ways to Die. Seth MacFarlane. Is looking for Liam Neeson to play the main part. The main role, the main character.
I don't know, man.
The Naked Gun.
Oh, they're gonna redo Naked Gun. Okay, I can see
with
that.
those two.
Well, I thought is it a trilogy?
What do you think about that?
There's only two Naked Guns.
No, there's Naked Gun 2.5, then there's Naked Gun 33 1/3.
Okay, fair enough.
I owned them all on
DVD.
On VHS.
Oh,
no, man, I had them on VHS. we I'm old. I'm old, bro.
So, I can. Is that Seth MacFarlane's writing and directing it? I am super interested.
Yeah, and I'm interested, especially and Liam Neeson playing the one of the greatest characters of all time. It looks like everything is like a reboot this week or a sequel.
Liam Neeson's.
I just noticed that.
Yeah.
I just noticed like all the news stories has something to do with a sequel or a remake.
You thought in the time that this pandemic was going on, people would sit down and write something original, right?
Yeah, give me some real shit.
Yeah.
Give me some real original shit. I mean, to be honest, there's plenty of original shit out there.
We'll be watching
and
that, yeah.
I mean, we're overlifted with how much. I mean, we had to change one of the movies we're going to do this week to move it to next week. Why Chris gags on a cock? Are you gagging on a cock? Why are you gagging on a cock? Stop. No, back. Let the balls come to the chin, not in the throat.
Okay.
Damn. You good?
Yeah. Keep going.
You gonna die?
I'm fine. Keep going.
So, here's a funny story. The co-writer of the movie Bill and Ted was originally suspected to be the Night Stalker.
You mean like the Night Stalker from California?
Yeah, like Ramirez. What's his first name? What the fuck is Ramirez's first name? Richard Ramirez. He goes, the reporter explained that my car was found at the crime scene, which made no sense because I looked out my window and saw it was still in the parking space of my Westwood apartment. And I had to hang up because the police were walking up slowly to my driveway.
Crazy.
So that's just kind of cool.
So he was the writer of the current one too, right?
Yes, correct.
Face the Music? Man, that was so good.
Yes. He was the co-writer in all of them.
God, dude, I still can't talk. I still can't say good enough things about Face the Music. I think that was my favorite one of the three, honestly.
Yeah. I see how it could be for you.
Okay,
but for me,
you have such nostalgia.
Yeah, for me, I like the one where they go to hell. I always thought that was great.
Okay, fine.
They found they're looking. They're in major talks to find the star of the biopic of one of the most famous redheads in all of cinema history.
Ron Howard.
Lucille Ball.
Okay, all right.
Lucille Ball.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Also known as I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
What redhead do you think they're picking to try to play Lucy?
So is it actual natural redhead?
Natural redhead.
So Dallas Bryce Howard.
No, older.
Who? Just tell me.
Nicole Kidman.
She is redhead, isn't she? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do that face to me, dude.
Do you hate gingers? Is that your thing now?
No,
Did a ginger eat your soul?
I like ginger just fine, but I do want my soul back.
Walt Disney World is having a 50th anniversary celebration on October 1st, 2021.
Oh, that's...
I'm telling you this because it sold out in less than 10 minutes.
Jesus. Okay, so...
Yeah. So you can't go, but it's happening.
Who's going to be there?
That's all the news on that one.
Well, okay, so...
but
I'm hoping
they got the new Star Wars land that I really
I hope by
love to
October they're comfortable letting people in. I mean, I'm hopeful. I don't know if you're hopeful.
I mean, we got a president that will actually do stuff about it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We'll figure that out.
There's a plan.
The people who brought you probably the greatest cartoon series of all times. Written. No. The actual best cartoon, story-wise, written-wise, artist-wise.
Are we going to have
are doing a reboot.
Are we going to have a problem here? You and I?
No, there's no problem here because it's 100% the best animated cartoon series of all time.
Has it had a movie before?
Yes, it's had
Several?
4.
Okay. So
4, 5, 6, maybe 6, 7 animated movies altogether.
Are we talking about
from the
Scooby-Doo?
same people that brought you this? Huh?
We talking about Scooby-Doo?
No, we're talking about someone even more iconic than Scooby-Doo.
Give me a hint.
No.
So Batman cartoon?
Batman the animated series.
Oh, I know why you're excited about this.
Rebooted.
Oh, I bet you're super excited about this.
Oh my god! Because everybody knows the best Joker of all time was in order. Mark Hamill.
Is Kevin Conroy coming in talks to come back?
That's what they're saying. They're saying like they're in early reports. Kevin Smith as the one that leaked this. So, and Kevin Smith likes to leak everything he possibly can about anything.
He's awesome. Kevin Smith.
Your favorite sci-fi Tom Cruise movies got a sequel.
Edge of Tomorrow?
Edge of Tomorrow 2.
Nice.
Yeah. They're both signed on. Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise are both signed on.
Because I really liked Edge of Tomorrow. I think you liked it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think you call it Live and Die Repeat
greatest
too. Because after Edge of Tomorrow came out and no one saw it, the Edge of Tomorrow was sort of rebranded as Live, Die, Repeat, and then very small under that was Edge of Tomorrow. But now I hope that if enough people see it, that they'll go see the sequel. You know?
There's another sequel coming out.
God, so many sequels. What is this?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
One of the sci-fi funniest movies of all time that made fun of everything fandoms.
Spaceballs?
No.
Nope.
Galaxy Quest.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Galaxy Quest. I wonder. I hope they do it well without the good Hans Gruber. You know, Alan Rickman.
Yeah, Alan Rickman. Yeah. This is the quote from Tim Allen. It's a fabulous script, but it had a hiccup because of the wonderful Alan Rickman has passed on. This is constantly a little flicker of a butane torch that we could reboot it with. The sequel could happen now or in 5 years, and it doesn't matter at all because when you travel at light speed, when you come back to it, it'd only be 20 minutes.
Yeah. I liked it. I like Galaxy Quest a lot. It was a movie that gained sort of cult following after it came out, and let's see.
I'm a huge Galaxy Quest fan. I like it. And all right, another sequel from an '80s movie that had a sequel. So this would be the three. This would be the third one.
Is this an Eddie Murphy film?
It's no.
Okay.
No. This is the third one to the greatest two '80s westerns of all time.
So, I mean, to me, I think Blazing Saddles is one of the greatest 80s westerns. But
that's not 80s. That's 70s.
Blazing Saddles? Was 79, 78?
Yeah, 78. Yeah, 77 or something like that.
So you have to give me more information.
Okay, here. I'll give you a hint on this one, too. Are you ready? Going down in a blaze of glory.
Okay, you have to give me more.
Blaze of Glory by Bon Jovi. You don't know what movie that's from?
No. I'm not a Western guy.
Fuck!
By the way, Blazing Saddles 1974, by the way.
Yeah, see, I still said 70s. But how about if I say Keith or Sutherland?
All I can think of the 90s or 80s for Keith or Sutherland, I think Lost Boys. And also
Charlie
Stay By
Sheen.
Me. Just tell me.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie
Sheen.
Don't embarrass me.
I want you to guess this one.
I'm not going to be able to guess.
Charlie Sheen.
I don't know, dude.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Just tell me.
Emilio Estevez.
Just fucking tell me, dude.
Young Guns 3.
Okay, all right, Young Guns. All right, fine. I have
which I don't understand how that can happen, but
I have a what's that called when you
herpes?
No, I have a confession to make. He was looking down.
Fuck you! Don't say it. Fuck you! Don't say it. You've never seen Young Guns?
No.
What the fuck?
I mean, I might do it after I'm done up here watching Thai food, and we'll see what happens.
It's like Young Guns 1 is like Tombstone, man. It's like one of those movies that you can just throw it on.
Is it really like Tombstone?
Yeah.
Is it better than Tombstone though?
No, I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying it's on the level.
Okay. All right.
But you got great songs, great people trying to act like it's Old West, but by far you can tell it's not Old West.
Okay, fair enough.
Just like you did in Tombstone.
Okay.
And yeah, it's one of those movies
there lines
that's like it's a Western.
Huh? Are there lines like?
Oh yeah. If I pulled up Young Guns quotes, you'd probably know at least 2 or 3 of them.
I'll definitely try to watch this.
All right, and this is the sad news. This is how we end the night before we go to the next one.
Okay.
One of the greatest shows is ending after 6 seasons. Peaky Blinders will be ending on its 6th season, and it'll be followed up with a movie to follow up the entire.
So I watched the first 4 episodes of Peaky Blinders, but I want to watch more. I promise you. But
my god,
you Peaky Blinders, right?
I love Peaky Blinders. It makes me happy Because it's like, oh my god, that guy who played Scarecrow in that crappy Christopher Nolan movie can actually act.
Chill your balls
in a good
off,
movie.
dude. Chill there. I talked to someone today.
All right, that's the news.
All right.
Hit the button. That was the news from Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. During that time, you don't know this because it'll be edited out. Chris took a piss. All right, final movie.
All right, final movie. What is the movie, dude?
The final movie is Promising Young Woman. Promising Young Woman is a young woman traumatized by a tragic event in her past, seeks out vengeance against those who crossed her path. Starring Carey Mulligan.
Well, we shouldn't have done it in the first place, but if you ever do it again, which is a favor to women everywhere, you should not. But if you do, you should be wearing condom on condom and then wrap it in electrical tape.
She plays
Cassandra.
Okay.
And one of the other main characters, Mr. Bo Burnham.
Is that it is not honest. It is the exact opposite of honest. Where instead of people actually telling their stories, you got a bunch of millionaire metrosexuals who've never done a hard day's work in their life, but they figured out the words and the phrases they can use to pander to their audience, and they list the same words and phrases off sort of Mad Lib style in every song, raking in millions of dollars from actual working class people. You know the words, you know the phrases like a dirt road, a cold beer, a blue jeans, a red pickup, a rural noun, simple adjective.
But yeah, that's Bo Burnham. You know, if you don't know, that's pandering. That's one of the best fucking comic songs in the last 10 years.
By the way, he's also one of the best. He's a genius, dude. I had this feeling.
Yeah.
Bo Burnham's, he's insane.
And then we got people like Clancy Brown.
Boys and girls selling themselves to men and women. A nickel buys a virgin. Some are kept in cages. Babies bought by men who raise them as livestock. Animals to abuse. Soft flesh to violate, to tear and bite. If anyone causes even one of the little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a large millstone hung around his neck and be drowned in the depths of the sea. They must open their eyes. They must open their mouths and drown.
Okay.
He also does Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean, he's worth like $5 million because of the SpongeBob stuff. But a whole list of people: Allison Brie, Adam Brody, Ray Nicholson, Timothy Goldwyn, Jennifer Coolidge,
Laverne Cox.
Yes, I mean, I can only go so fast. Don't forget Christopher Mintz-Plasse, who's known as McLovin,
because
or the motherfucker.
Yeah, the motherfucker. So I want to mention it was written and directed by Emerald Fennel. She is mostly an actress, but she wrote and directed this as her feature directorial debut, and what a movie it was.
Yeah, it looks basically the way it went is that she made some money or she did some stuff, and then they're like, you know what, try a movie.
And the interesting thing is that you mentioned Alison Brie's in this, but one of the things is that this all is to Margot Robbie's production company. All they did was show the first scene. She's like, I'm in. They showed the first scene of the movie, and that's when they funded it. You know, and
I mean, to be honest, this is a great telling of revenge for modern day, especially a representative of like the Me Too movement and such. Especially Margot Robbie, who played Bombshells, which was another Me Too movement. Movie as well. Her production company, and this was good.
Good.
It was good.
I have a stronger word for that.
What?
This was great.
It was great.
I fucking love this.
It was. It. I don't want to ruin anything.
Did you watch this with your wife, by the way?
Yes.
And what did she think of it?
She loved it. Yeah, she loved it the same way.
Yeah, my wife was all about this movie when we got done with it. She was like, by the way, I don't know if you know this, it's very, very hard to please. She was so into this.
Yeah. And to be honest, it was a great spin on this, because what's the best way to say this without ruining anything?
Yeah, I know.
None of the characters are exactly what you think. How about that?
Yeah. Also, there's twists and turns to this that you don't see coming. I was surprised by the ending.
No, yeah, not just the ending. By any part of this.
Yeah, yeah.
By any part of this fucking movie, there's going to be shit that's going to pop up, and you're just going to be like, what the fuck? Like, you get into the sense of, all right, this is the character I relate with, or this is the person I'm looking forward to. I see where this is going now. Like, as a movie watcher, you're going to be like, oh, I see where this is going. And it's not. It's totally not going that way.
Both the movies we saw this week, one, are going to make conservatives uncomfortable if they watch it, right?
Yeah.
But this one will make people that we know, not you and I personally, but people we know uncomfortable. It's going to make parents uncomfortable. It's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable. But these are things that need to be shown. And to me, both movies you saw this week have a strong message, and they need to be watched. Like, this one is fucked up. It's definitely fucked up. But, I mean, we were going to watch this anyway, regardless of what we talked about on the show.
Yeah. And actually, we changed out another movie that we are going to be reviewing next week for this, which we'll talk about that one next week. But this and the other one, I think they're both really
powerful.
Really powerful movies. They're ones that really go right at you and say, hey,
yeah,
this is a thing and a problem in the world that we live in. Please stop making it a thing.
Yeah, and you're definitely going to have to look at yourself. And then when you watch this movie, you're going to have to think about things that you've done or things you have thought about doing, and it's going to make you uncomfortable. I mean, I was so into this movie. I really was. From the first 10 minutes, I'm like, this is a movie for me. You know, like
right. And this is it, like, the story wise and everything that goes on. I'm trying to talk about this movie, but it's hard because I really don't want to. Can we talk about? No, because I kind of don't give it away until the end or in the middle.
I do want to mention we play Talks About It by Britney Spears, because that's a run through line throughout this movie. You know. Mm-hmm. So this is always.
It was all right.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyway, so this movie was really like, it's heartfelt. It's about a woman trying to achieve basically revenge, or not even revenge. I'd say more just justice for a system that fucked her over hardcore.
And because of that, over hardcore,
they fucked her and her friend over really hardcore, and she's the one making up for her friend. And this just hit right at home. Like, it is one of those that I know women that have, you know what, I don't care, because how many people listen to this, it's going to be ruined for, you know. So the main situation is that they're talking about a woman being raped.
Yeah.
And nobody believing her.
Yeah.
And I've known so many people, which is sad that I can say that, but I could at least count somewhere around a dozen people I know where something like this has happened to them and nobody believed them.
Yeah.
And in today's society,
and by the way, what Neil was saying was really early in the movie. It's not going to ruin the storyline for you at all.
No, it's not going to ruin shit. It is not going to ruin a goddamn thing, if anything. Because, to be honest, I think the trailer kind of gives that part away a little bit. It is just really fucked up, and I can see why every actor that's in this movie took this movie.
Also, I want to mention Alfred Molina is in this too.
Oh God, I totally forgot Doc Ock was in this.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, is that? I've been pressing pause and I'm like,
oh, that's Doc Ock. What the fuck is Doc Ock doing in here?
Also, Molly Shannon's in this.
Oh, Molly Shannon, it is just like
the second movie that I've seen Alison Brie and Molly Shannon in at the same time. Remember Horse Girl?
Oh, yeah. Where she's I totally remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just one of those movies that it's really good. To be honest, tells a good story. It tells truth.
Oh, truth.
And
100% lots of truth.
And then again, it is one of those movies that just gets you thinking. It gets you thinking.
And no one's bad in it. I mean, Bo Burnham's incredible. So is Laverne Cox. So is Clancy Brown. So is Jennifer Coolidge. So is everyone. But the real standout of this whole movie is Carey Mulligan. She is incredible. And Carey Mulligan,
she knocked it out of the damn park.
Yeah, I can't say enough good things about Carey Mulligan in this. So,
this is one of those movies that would have been a hit at the box office.
Oh yeah,
if the box office was still open.
Yeah,
one of those hidden gem ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I think it would
like how Parasite.
I think the second week would have made more money than it did the first. You know, it would have been one of those movies.
Like how Parasite, came out of nowhere and nobody knew about that movie, and then all of a sudden it's at the theater and everybody's like, "Did you see this great movie, Parasite?" That's like this because it makes you think. It has thought provocation. It tells a story that hasn't been told in this perspective before.
Right. It's a movie that needed to be made, and Emerald Fennel made it. Like that's how I feel about it. And it's just, it's so good. Like my wife was like looking at me, and I was like, "Hey, what'd you think?" She's like, Chris, you take me to a lot of movies. This is one I actually really loved. And I'm like, okay. I want to mention that the title is a reference to Brock Turner. You guys remember Brock Turner? He raped someone, and then they're like, well, he's not going to get in trouble. He's a promising young man. This is the play on that.
Yeah. It's very much on that. He's a promising young guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything wrong kind of thing. And to be honest, man, there's a lot of hard-hitting parts in this movie. Guys
will lose your minds at some of the things that happens in this movie, and it's crazy. So I recommend this highly. I don't know what else to say except let's get some quotes, and we'll give her a score.
One thing was you didn't mean, why do you work in a shitty coffee shop? Why are you so freaked out, Neil?
I know.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, Neil's thinking of himself when he saw that part.
And it doesn't help that a pale white fucking dark haired guy plays a guy named Neil.
Yeah.
It's the first time someone actually kind of looks like me. All right. So nice of you to wake me up before you put your finger in me. Do you know how strange it is to forget your own fucking birthday? It was the nicest get the fuck out of our house suitcase I ever got. I'm here to pick up my herpes medication. Nice! You have herpes too. You have herpes, don't you, Chris?
I do not. I'm cleaning.
Okay. All right. Stop asking if he has killed small children. Feminists are more likely to do anal. No one wants to admit it when they make themselves invulnerable. Who needs brains? Never did a girl any good. No use hiding from the piper. He needs to get paid. I admit, the fedora was unacceptable. I hear you're a doctor. Your parents must be proud of you. No, not really. They wanted me to be a DJ. And then, this is not your fault. Actually, it kind of seems like it is. That's what I got.
So, there are plenty of lines that Neil couldn't say without giving anything away, but this movie...
Yeah, actually, I went over them, looking at them, like, and that's why I was quiet.
So the thing is...
I can't say that.
This is also a black comedy, if you want to look at it that way.
Dark comedy.
Dark comedy for sure. And I'm not quite sure... A lot of people are probably made super uncomfortable with this movie, and I get it, you're an asshole, whatever. But this movie has a lot to say, and some people kind of like call it nihilistic. I think it's a movie that exposes or shines a light on rape culture and shows you how fucked up it is. I think that people I'm not quite sure what. I mean, this movie is amazing. To me, I love this movie.
Yeah, it was. And it has a lot to say. The thing is, we can't say a lot about it because there are a lot of twists. This is one of those movies that it's just like 5 seconds later, it's something else. Like it goes back and forth.
It's written and directed by a woman, and I do think the audience is primarily women. So me and Neil can't say we don't want to say a whole lot about it. We want you to watch it for yourself and come to your own conclusions, come to your own thoughts about it, because you come from many different angles. But the one angle that I think you cannot deny is the one the movie shows. It says a lot. We watched Black Bear last week, and she said that I have something to say, but only a movie can say it. And I feel like the Emerald and Fennel were a movie like that. She had something to say, but only the movie could say it. And that's the way I feel. This movie is incredible. I cannot recommend it enough. And boomers, Gen Xers, even some Gen Xers, even some part of generation are going to feel uncomfortable and angry about this movie. But that's the fucking point. This movie.
Yeah, and that's what I like movies like that. Because you know what? I want people to feel uncomfortable because if you're feeling uncomfortable about something,
it's doing its job.
There's probably a reason there.
Yeah,
there's probably a reason there.
It's doing what it should. And
all right.
Bo Burnham's great, but like I said, Carey Mulligan's a star. What is your score?
Dude, it's equal. It's 4.5.
Yeah,
it's
dude, right.
the same one as the last one.
I'm with you.
This was a great surprise,
and also a great week. Everywhere. A great week for movies. We enjoyed our movies pretty great this week. I
enjoyed all 3 movies that I did for the podcast this week.
Oh yeah, Neil watched one and then he's like, "Have you watched it?" I'm like, "Well, fuck." We'll talk about that in just a second, but
that's another movie. Anyway,
what's the audience score in this one?
The audience score has to be 78.
87%, which is higher than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, it is higher than I thought it'd be.
I think give it another couple weeks.
I just thought it'd be a lot of uncomfortableness.
Give it another couple weeks, and people who care about movies, or people either that, or people who came to see this movie knew what they get into. My wife had no clue what it was about when she came in. So, and then okay, what's the critic score?
91.
100%. You're on it.
91?
Yeah.
Really? Oh my God!
So
I have reclaimed my awesomeness at this.
You and I, sadly, have become these critics. We seem to fall on their side a lot of the time. Here's the critics' consensus, though: a boldly provocative, timely thriller, Promising Woman is an auspicious feature debut for writer-director Emerald Fennel and a career highlight for Carey Mulligan. Yeah, I can't agree enough. Carey Mulligan is great. I can't wait to see more things that Emerald Fennel does. I want to see more. I want to see more. I can't say it again. Can I say it again? I want to see more.
And then again, she is from the Margaret Robbie production company,
Margaret Robbie,
which is all females. Yeah. And each person that wrote a script in that company has sold it to a major company.
Yeah,
Hulu, Netflix, Paramount, whatever, Universal.
Did you? Is this just showing up in the trailer? Did you like what she dressed up as with her hair? You're not thinking about it? Okay.
Well, okay, you're being too vague, man. Just spill it.
Okay, last scene, her hair. Who did it remind you of?
Oh, yeah. How did it remind me? It reminded me of my job I had for 4 years.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so yeah, fucking Promising Young Woman. This is worth the $20 you're going to spend for it on Amazon or anywhere else. 100% worth it. My wife, who usually hates me seeing money in movies like this, we laid down and she's like, "Did you spend $20 on that?" And she's like, "I'm like, yeah." She's like, "Well spent." She would never say that. So I remember reading reviews like, "Your girl's gonna be real mad at you on the way home from watching this." I'm like, "Yeah, if you're an asshole, probably." But my wife would.
Alrighty then.
All right, yeah. Neil's showing me a beer with Jim Carrey on it, right?
Yeah, Stone Cold Brewing from Oklahoma City. It's called Finkel is Einkorn.
Yeah. I'm just
like Einhorn, but Einkorn.
I'm just drinking Blood Honey, but yeah. This is an incredible movie. Watch it, spend the money on it, and you'll thank us later, hopefully. right?
I'm sure if you don't spend the money on it, this movie will be on a platform within the next 6 months.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure this will be on Amazon. This will be on Netflix, Hulu. Someone's going to pick this fucker up because it made so much of a
buzz,
of a noise.
Yeah.
That I was like, hey, dude, we're switching movies. We're doing this. We're doing this one. I don't know which one you want to lose, but this is the one we're doing.
So I want to mention in the next coming weeks, next coming month or so, Nomadland's going to come out, that Francis McDormand film that we're going to have to watch.
Mm-hmm.
There's no movies coming out on streaming that we're going to have to watch. But what are we watching next week, though?
Next week is Outside the Wire with Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Netflix's film that they released. You know?
Yeah, it was released this past Friday. Can't wait to talk about that one.
Yeah, and then
I already saw that one, so I'm happy.
And then the other one we're watching is News of the World. That Tom Hanks
Yes,
film.
which is the Tom Hanks, the greatest guy to host an inauguration ever.
I was so glad to see him there, and Tom Hanks, he's amazing. He's.
Oh, did you watch the inauguration?
I watched most of it.
I had the DVR recorded, so then I can fast forward through it and stuff like that.
He's here to soothe the nation, Tom Hanks.
Oh my gosh! And how did the Simpsons get that one too right?
I know, it's crazy, but here we are.
The Simpsons are fortune tellers. I mean, I guess they've been on for 37 years or something.
They're able to figure out what the nation is going for. But yeah,
I figured the writers at this time.
Next week through the Outside the Wire News of the World. We'll talk about that next podcast. But yeah, man, this is a good week for us, I think, for movies. I was really glad that we got to do this.
These are movies that didn't suck.
Yeah, these are movies that didn't suck. The hat I'm wearing.
I like Dark Knight. What?
I actually talked to someone about Dark Knight today, and we talked about how good some of the scenes were.
I'm just kidding.
But
when
it comes to Christopher Nolan films, what's your favorite Christopher Nolan film?
Memento?
I think it's overrated.
I think you're wrong then.
Okay.
I think Dark Knight is way overrated.
I think
as many plot holes that are in that thing and how many times it butchered characters.
Right, but I don't think that's Christopher Nolan's best film.
No.
I think
it's either Memento or American Psycho.
That's not Chris Nolan.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
No.
But
I don't know any of his other movies.
The Prestige is one of them.
No, that one sucked.
The
other one was better. The Illusionist was way better.
Interstellar.
That's all right.
Yeah. What about what's the one he just did? Did he just do one? Oh yeah, Tenet. Tenet's great.
All right, but anyway, yeah, because it was such a great movie. It was in our top 15 this past year.
Isn't that crazy? I was expecting it to be number one, but it didn't even get there. Yeah.
No, it didn't even make it in the top 15.
What would have helped it a bit? Also,
there's 15 other movies that blew it out of the fucking water that I even consider it.
Here's the thing. I think that it also could have used maybe something that I'm just dumb. Maybe I just didn't get it. Or number two, maybe subtitles. Because there's times I'm like, what the fuck did they just say? Because the mixing in Tenet is so shitty. Like the mixing in it, audio mixing is not good. But
anyway,
okay.
we're going on a tangent. Let's finish this up.
Okay,
I love you guys.
Oh, you got P2?
No, I want to go home
and eat. Okay, smoked meat, right? Smoked meat. Okay.
I think there's more smoked meat.
Okay, so visit us online, moviesdonesuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdonesuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTD's podcast. Oh shit, I'm a little drunk. I haven't eaten anything today.
You're a lot drunk.
Edit MTS podcast. One Instagram at Movies That Don't Suck podcast. And we're on all stream platforms. And by the way, we paid Neil wants to go to WrestleMania. Patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. And just so you guys know, that was the only time Neil was silent during the time of me going through the plugs because he wants that money to go to WrestleMania.
I literally the next year, don't give me a gift, don't give me no birthday gift, just send donations.
Yeah, and you give us online. We're all over the platforms, so just be cool. Just be cool. And
just be cool, man.
You want to go ahead and take us out? You ready?
Let's take us out. Let's do it. Well, that's another episode of Movies That Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, these two movies were thought-provoking. And if you feel uncomfortable during them, maybe you should look inside yourself. Have a good night and be good to each other.